Well, it's been a few months, and I figured I'd pick up my hardcore Iron Man again. For the longest time, I've just been playing RS3, and no one seems to care about that, so I'm just not going to make videos on that. I do find it odd, though, that I left off in such a position to get my prayer level up, and I just didn't for whatever reason. But now I'm going to ramble on about a few different things. Mainly that coming back, I was just kind of, I don't know, awestruck at what should I be doing on this account, and I had no real direction or purpose, so I decided to look back at some of the older videos so I could maybe see what I was trying to get done when I really stopped playing this for the past 3 or so months. And the thing that came to mind was get 2,000 steel bars. And I've already have 1,000 in the bank, so I figured, it can't take that long to get up the other 1,000. But it takes so long. It's been so long since I've mined properly on RuneScape that I just forgot how time consuming this was as comparing to what I was doing on RS3 of just bossing and fighting Armadillo in God Wars Dungeon, which I obviously can't do on here or do on my other old school main account. I do, however, really enjoy the fact that they changed up the way the mining guild is now versus how it was in the original RS2, if anybody remembers that, where there was just coal and 5 mithril rocks, and that was it. That was the mining guild. You couldn't get iron ore or adamant ore in it. You had to actually go up to the non part of the mining guild to get your adamant ore, which, looking back on it, is kind of weird that it's just basically a coal mining guild at the time. Now, however, with those updates, it does provide a lot more utility, especially for Iron Man accounts, and especially for free to play Iron Man accounts. If you're a member, it doesn't really matter because of the whole other pay dirt mining, or whatever it's called. I can't think of the name of it at the moment. Now, as a free to player, money on this account really seems borderline useless. The only thing I can really do with it is buy runes and arrows at this point, and maybe a rune plate body, which isn't even that much better than chain, so I probably won't be doing that. Still, however, if I ever do make this account into a members, it would be nice to have well over 1,000,000 GB on it, so I can do then whatever I want. But back to the mining. This also, going for 2,000 steel bars also gives me the goal of getting 70 mining and a way to, I don't know, better quantify it. As I get 69 mining right here, it also hits me as to just how long it's going to take to finally get that 70 mining without using all these new AFK methods of training and just have to do it the old-fashioned way, and not even really that, because in the old-fashioned way, you would just simply mine the iron and then drop it where you are, not worry about banking it or anything like that, because that was just an inefficient way to later level up smithing, and especially an inefficient way of leveling up mining. But without being a member, there is no way that I could just use gold coins to buy ores from NPCs, such as down in the blast furnace. And without some kind of luxury like that, there is absolutely no way I can get smithing to anything even kind of respectable in a free-to-play hardcore Iron Man environment. There's nothing that really drops ores or bars in any quantity like gargoyles would. So I'm just left with this slow, tedious task of just mining and banking your ores. But I'm honestly kind of fine with that. It does give a slightly more sense of accomplishment once they actually are raking in there and you do smelt them all and smith them all and essentially high out for the money, you feel a little bit more like you've accomplished your level and really earned your cash stack as opposed to just trading and buying and selling it away. Next time, we'll see what happens.